Hi everyone! So, quite a few exciting things. First of all, you might have noticed a change in scenery. I actually moved my room around, and this just makes much more sense because before, whenever you guys were filming, you saw my roommate's side of the room, and so what I did was I actually turned the desk and moved it down and changed places with my bed. So now I actually have my own backdrop, so I'm not invading his privacy, first of all. And now my bed is up against the wall, so I can make a little nest in the corner. Many exciting things I really need to update you guys on. I guess we'll start with the big news, which is new employment. I am now officially, as of the beginning of October, an employee of Hourglass Cosmetics. So now I'm a market trainer, so I kind of bounce around store to store. It's been a really nice opportunity so far. It's definitely a different world from working at a counter because, you know, at a counter people come up to you and are wanting to know more about the brand, but this is more, you have to reach out to people and kind of share the brand by reaching out. So it's been definitely a kind of a learning process for me to try and figure out the best way that I can do that, and, you know, the most fun that I can have, and just kind of have a good experience with myself and everybody involved. It's been really nice, and I look forward to, you know, what the future brings, and we'll see how things go. I'm very excited. So we'll start with skin issues. I think that's the big thing to talk about. I've been loving this again, the Algenist Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Melting Cleanser. I've been using that since then, and I've been trying to find a less expensive option because it is quite expensive. Whether it was a cream or a balm or something like that, I've tried to make a switch over to find something less expensive or at least more value per ounce. So I did pick this up, the Rodial Stemcell Superfood Cleanser. I got this from Strawberry Net, which is a company I've bought from before, and I've never had an issue with any of the products not being legit or anything like that. It just takes a while for them to get here. I used this once, but I was in the middle of a flare-up when I used it, so I'm going to discontinue use and switch to different form of cleansing, which I'll talk about in a second, and then see if I can give this a try for a few days and see if it causes a flare-up. Because I'm 99% sure this guy caused a flare-up. This Nº7 Beautiful Skin Hot Cloth Cleanser, which I thought they discontinued, but apparently not. You get 6.7 ounces, which I feel like is a good size of cleanser. The Rodial, you get 6.8, so, and then the Algenist, you only get 5. So again, more value per ounce, but I'm pretty sure this caused a flare-up on my skin again, and I don't know technically what it is. It might be atopic dermatitis, but I get really dry, not flaky, but dry like chicken skin, and very tight and very irritated, and it looks almost like eczema, but it's not necessarily itchy. It's more just really uncomfortable, and I notice it, and there's a texture, and it feels tight. So I don't technically know what it is, and I haven't been able to see a dermatologist about it, but I've looked at ingredients, so I switched back to my Algenist to calm it down. Have been using this guy as well, this Botanics 97% organic hot cloth cleansing balm. 2 ounces though, tiny little guy. This is a nice balmy oil that does actually leave quite a bit of oil residue left behind on the skin, which I actually like now that my skin is really dehydrated and dry, but before I definitely was not a fan of that. I would be using the Clinique, I think, but my mom wasn't able to find it to have it shipped back to me because I still had a huge tub left, if you guys remember. I was using it a few months ago. Anyway, so cleansing has just been this frustrating thing that I've been trying to figure out. Everything else has just come great, and I've been using the same treatment products. It's been wonderful, but cleansing is my issue, and it was never an issue before. So that's been extremely frustrating. So my new method of cleansing is actually all oils. So this is my little bottle that I mix all my oils together in. But I've been using it, and so far, it's been a few days, my skin has really loved it. It's definitely improved. I think this had a big part in that. And this is, you know, to normalize everything again. But I've been doing the cleansing method, and I've loved it. It's felt just as clean and supple as when I've been using this. It's been really nice, and it's great because it doesn't emulsify. Like this one emulsifies, and I have an issue with that, so I never wet my face with water, and I never really do it with cleansers anyway. But the mixture of oil that I've done is doesn't emulsify at all, and it really breaks everything down, and it just feels nice to get a nice facial massage in. There's a lot of products I've just fallen in love back with as well that I'll talk about. But the blend of oils has been really great so far. And then I use to treatment on my face, I use Evening Primrose, a little bit of that mixed with apricot kernel and a little bit of grapeseed and avocado. So I just follow, like, you know, I've just been playing around mixing just a little bit in my hands and just kind of blending that in. And that's been nice as like a treatment because I know that apricot's supposed to be nourishing, Evening Primrose is anti-inflammatory and moisturizing, avocado has a lot of fatty acids to kind of replenish the skin of its lipid layer and to strengthen the lipid layer, if I'm not mistaken. And then grapeseed is a good antioxidant. So that's been great. Also another cleanser I've been in love with because I've been practicing a little facial massaging is the Chanel Le Confort. This is way overpriced for what it is. I'm lucky that I didn't have to pay for this, but I kind of feel like I would get it again, even though it's overpriced, because it's just mineral oil and shea butter in here that's really giving it that emollient factor to it. So I think, as a matter of fact, actually, even though mineral oil is cheap, my skin responds well to it, because all of the products that I've been using that have any amount of mineral oil in them have not caused any flare-ups and have actually calmed my skin down. Either that or there's other ingredients there that have worked with that. But I've been using this as kind of like a facial massage to kind of really work everything in, since, as we know, Lisa Eldridge did a video, so I had to do it. But I like the Le Confort. I feel like I would potentially get it again. Or the Aven cleansing milk is got mineral oil in it as well, but there's no shea butter, so I don't know. But I think mineral oil is just nice for massaging because it's not designed to stay on your skin, and it just gives a nice slip. So that's been good. That's great for like cleansing and everything like that. But for treatment, I guess we'll continue. I did buy two Liz Earle products from Birchbox because I was really interested in trying her products, and they weren't that expensive, really. So I got the Liz Earle Instant Boost Skin Tonic, which has the coolest packaging because you just twist the top off and it's a little spout. I feel like there's fragrance in here. There's a little bit of fragrant plant extracts, but for the most part it's cucumber, chamomile, vitamin E, aloe vera juice, castor oil, glycerin. My skins responded well, and I love her packaging. Just toner with the Skin Repair Moisturizer for dry and sensitive skin. It's got avocado, borage, echinacea, beta-carotene, and vitamin E. So this duo was only $49, whereas this is $25 on its own, I think, and this is $40 on its own. So it was a good value, so that's what I did. Been using that, been liking it. As well as, again, this Nutritious Radiance Vitality Oil. I love this. I think this combined with the Algenist Genius Cleanser was the secret for me to get, like, my skin was softer and more supple than it's ever been in my entire life just by switching to all oils. So this doesn't have any oils in it that I purchased to cleanse and treat with. It has like cranberry seed and pomegranate and soybean and stuff. So maybe those are the secret to soft, supple skin, but my skin's never felt better as when I was using these two combined. So I've been loving that as well. And then this guy's out. I'm going to repurchase him very soon once my paycheck comes in. The Dr. Dennis Gross Hydration Booster. All out. Almost all out. I will repurchase that as well. Okay, for makeup. A moment of silence for the amazingness that is this. The Armani Luminessence CC Cream. I use the shade number 2. I wish I was wearing this right now, actually, so I could show you. But like the second day I was working, some girl she came up to me, she's like, okay, without knowing which one is which side looks better? Smooth and luminous and beautiful and amazing. And this side wasn't bad either, but it just was very flat looking. This looked so supple and smooth and plump, and I was like, oh my god, that one instantly. And she said it's the Armani CC Cream. She was deciding on which one to get. So I played with it some more. It is... I don't even think there's so much of a shine to it. Like, it's not like Revlon Photo Ready. Like, there's no visible sparkle, but it just gives this completely beautiful, you can probably see here, You see how it's just, this light is just bouncing and smoothing over the skin? Probably not, 'cause, oh, there we go. You see that? It's not a great example. But it just gives this amazing, like, completely natural, like it doesn't look like a superhuman glow. Like Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector is beautiful, but it can be a little bit too beautiful sometimes, you know what I mean? So I think this is great for a natural luminescence. Like when I think luminous skin, this completely comes up. This has more shine to it than the Luminous Silk does, I think, and obviously it's a completely different texture. And there's 30 SPF 35 in here based on as titanium and octinoxate, so amazing. I love this, and every time I've worn this, I've gotten a compliment on it, and I've only worn it a few times, but I love it. And actually, because it is, the number 2 is a slight bit too light for me, but the number 3 is too pink. I've been using a bit of the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance Bronze. This is a little, like a 100-point perk or something. But I use a little bit of this on top. Because it is so sheer, you don't need very much. Because I want this to look completely natural. So you blend that in, and it doesn't give a lot of color. It gives enough to make a difference. And there's no sparkle in this either, there's no shine. It does have a radiance to it, but there's no shine. So you see it's tinted my skin a little bit. And that's enough for the kind of sides of my face where I like to bronze up a little bit. So I love that in combination with the CC cream. And as well as on its own, amazing. The Hourglass Illusion Hyaluronic Skin Tint. I have the shade Ivory, which is a bit light for me actually, but it's yellow enough. Josh actually gave me the Illusion Tinted Moisturizer in the old bottle in the shade Sand, so I mixed the two a little bit. It's like 2 parts this, 1 part this to change it up a little bit. And if you blend this in with your fingers, I don't really like it buffed in so much, but smoothed in with the fingers, it gives a beautiful glow, and I've gotten compliments when I've worn this as well. So yeah, but I do like the new squeeze packaging. I think it's much easier than the pump. But with that said, I do like this. If you really want a luminosity to your skin, this is the way to go. Order with Strawberry Net, I also picked up the Clinique Turnaround Concentrate Radiance Renewer. This has a type of exfoliant acid that is not, I can't remember what it's called. Lactobacillus, I'll write it down, I don't want to butcher it, but it's not lactic, it's not glycolic, it's not a beta hydroxy acid. It's a different type of acid that is supposed to be the least abrasive but still as effective. So this has been nice. It's a quite a nice serum. There's a lot of other good things in it as well. It's really my first skincare product from Clinique in a long time. It's a nice texture, quite a bit of silicone, but not like a primer, but there's still leaves silicone definitely on the skin. But I like this so far. And then for the body, that's been important as well. I've been using this as my body wash, the Eucerin Skin Calming Dry Skin Body Wash, which is soybean and castor oil. It does emulsify though, which is the only thing, but still quite good, and it's really kept my skin from getting really dry and almost eczema, like a rash from being so dry from all the chemicals that are in the water. That's been a nice treatment. And then so is the CeraVe Renewing SA Lotion, which is vitamin D, salicylic, and ceramides. And there's mineral oil in here as well. And I'm pretty sure my skin responds well to mineral oil, because I've been using this as well on my really dry spots, the Eucerin Eczema Relief Body Cream, Oatmeal, Ceramide 3, and Lycochalcone. It's water, glycerin, castor oil, mineral oil, and then there's like all the other stuff. But this has been really, really nice. It's quite a thick, rich cream, but I think my skin responds well to mineral oil, maybe as just a protective ingredient, rather than having to use petroleum jelly to lock the hydration in and prevent it from evaporating. Frustrating. And then we'll talk about a really, really bad deodorant, the Arm & Hammer Ultra Max. I got it because it was less expensive and there's 19% of the aluminum in it. And I thought, okay, great, because the one I was using before was the Dove Clinical Protection that has 20%. So I thought, what's 1% difference? This is a disgusting deodorant. I do not feel protected. I don't feel dry underneath my arms. I feel that it skips over my skin. It's not smoothing. I don't feel like it protects me from sweat. So I had to go buy this again, even though it's so expensive to buy deodorant here. It's so expensive everything here. But I repurchased this deodorant, so I think that says something. I think I'll be using the clinical protection for a long time, or the secret clinical strength is good as well. But I purchased my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I've gone back to Ebony. So I'm actually not wearing it right now. I'm wearing an eyeshadow because I felt different today. But yeah, I think I'll always have this. This is the eyebrow product I'll always go back to. So yeah, that is everything. Like everything and then some, right? Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and thank you all for your support. And oh, quick thing, I filmed my foundation tag video twice, and in the second time that I filmed it, the one I actually posted, I never mentioned that if you want me to do, I already filmed them, so let me know if you want me to upload them. I did reviews, like mini reviews of all of my foundations that I brought with me, based on finish. So if you want like a video of like matte foundations that I like or that I dislike that I'm talking about, satin and dewy, so on and so forth, let me know. I've separated it into finishes rather than textures. So if that's something you want to see, I'll definitely post them. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.